All right, welcome into another edition of Catching Up with Tommy Mack here on 1010XL's podcast platform, 1010XL.com, the 1010XL app. Of course, we're live on Facebook as well. We'll be shared all over the podcast network platform here on 1010XL, the YouTube channel, all over social media, wherever you watch and listen to your favorite podcasts is where you can find Catching Up with Tommy Mack, brought to you by my friends at Team Tommy Mack. Unlike the Jags, they are always there for you when you need them, and when you do need them, they do it right every single time. They are on Team Tommy Mack. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Of course, our Jaguars lose a heartbreaker to the Texans, 24-20 yesterday. We're going to get into all of it. It's another woulda, shoulda, coulda, but didn't kind of game, and we'll talk about all of that and more. Let's welcome in Grammage. Hey, Grammage.
Good morning, sir.
Frustration at an all-time high. Another game that you probably could have won, Could have beat Miami, could have beat Cleveland, could have beat Houston, but didn't.
I would argue
you're 0-4.
I would argue could have beaten the Browns, but they played better than them most of that day, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would argue Dolphins game and this game should have won those games.
Yeah, we should have won this one, man. We had it. I think
realistically, 2-2 is what they should be today.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. 0-4. It's a tough hole to dig out of. There's no question about that. We will go through it for sure. There were some really good moments, really crappy moments, some really good play calling, some crappy good play calling, some really good play by the quarterback, some real crappy play by the quarterback. I know everybody's wanting to pin it on Trevor, and I watched the tape this morning. Here's the problem. When you don't hit those big ones that are open and you don't hit them, people are going to be like, you got to hit those, and you do. If you do hit them and then miss a couple on occasion here or there, people aren't worried about you missing them because you normally make them. He doesn't normally make them. That's the problem. Again, one out of those two deep throws, guy's wide open, he's got plenty of time, hits one of them, we might have a different game. Maybe. Defense didn't do their job. Coaches let them down. Terrible call on fourth down, Doug. What are you thinking, man? Don't give me analytic bullshit, all right? I'm sick and tired of this. Look at what I got it all written right here. It says go for it. Really? You're on the road. You're up by 3, okay? So what's the argument? Well, my defense is playing well. So let's go for it, be aggressive. If we don't get it, we pin them back, and we get the ball back. We'll hold them down on downs and make them punt. Okay, fine. Well, if you believe in your offense that much, do it with a 6-point lead. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Go up by 6, hold them after the kickoff, make them punt it back to you, run the clock out, you win the game. So it's a stupid call. We'll get into the play call itself. I don't really like the play call, but it's there for a touchdown if Trevor sees it. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see that backer go from one side to the other, which makes it a nice opening just to the left of Cleveland. Cam had walled his guy off. Could have been a nice
Sheriff
job.
Got beat, though.
At least about it. Sheriff did? No, well, he ran right up. You can't run up the middle. You got to go. I mean, it's there. Go watch the tape. There's a hole to his left. If he just doesn't have the tunnel vision, all he did was run between the two guards. And by the way, I don't know why Morse didn't do a combo block. Both guards. Now here's something you could really get on the coaches about. Okay, we know both guards struggle in short yardage. Why would you leave him one-on-one with anybody?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why at all? Like, so Shakir, the linebacker, he starts over near kind of Cam, in between Cam and Cleveland. He walks over to Sheriff and Morse, and Morse just goes directly to him. Why not bang the tackle, then go to him? And Trevor should know, if that backer's going from left to right, that means I may have a chance to go left, not up the gut. And by the way, the sail of the pass was absolutely terrible. He barely took a step back. Maybe you don't call that play. I get that. But it was still there for the taking, in my opinion. It still was there for the taking. But we'll get into that because it didn't just come down to that. We're going to go play by play. I got it all right here. There's no doubt about it. We'll go through the stats, team stats. Not good. Fourth down sucked again, or third down sucked again. If you're going to blame press, which maybe a couple of series I blame, not much more than that, you better blame Ryan Nielsen for going in off coverage. I mean, you had the lead and you just hung back. I mean, it was unbelievable. And why Ventrell Miller's out of the game at a critical moment? You got Chad Muma playing Mike in dime. What you're crazy? He actually didn't even go to the right guy. That was on that third and 18 dump off to Dare, and you let him get the first down.
Yeah.
That was absolutely horrendous. That's bad play calling, bad tackling, and bad keying by the linebacker. I mean, he went. The back goes. By the way, dime backer is the only backer in the game, right? There's 6 DBs, and then the backer, and then you're 4 up front. The backer typically has the back. He typically has number 3. He doesn't have 2. He doesn't have 3. Well, 3 went to the left. Muma went to the right. And then he saw the tight end screeching down the field. And he was like, oh, whoa, I better. And he starts sprinting down the middle of the field. And it's not even his guy. I'm not saying he was the only one, but put Ventrell Miller in there. At least he's got some speed to get the freak over there and maybe make a play. He didn't make every play, but I'll tell you right now, I don't know if I'm taking Ventrell Miller off the field.
You can't.
His speed is ridiculous.
You can't.
He covers better than everybody.
He was
really good yesterday.
He was inarguably the best player on the field.
Yeah.
He and Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas on offense, Ventrell on defense.
Thomas, oh man, he's a stud.
He's a stud.
Yeah, Ventrell is definitely an upgrade. Definitely.
Correct.
What happened with Lloyd, by the way? People are saying there's something fishy about Lloyd.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
There's some kind of rumor. I didn't hear the rumor, but I'm getting these texts. One from my father-in-law. He's like, "Hey, what's the story on Lloyd?" I'm like, "I haven't really heard anything. I saw something on Twitter or X that something was up. He was a late scratch, but hey, whatever. Ventrell Miller gives you more speed." And he makes plays, and he knows the ball. He can find the ball. Now, he wasn't perfect. He's got to tighten up in the ends, in the red zone and pass drop. The throw to Nico Collins, a slant, he dropped like way too deep. He's got to be better than that. Oh no, I'm sorry. The throw to Schultz, where he kind of hit the knee. And then he tried to hit him, and then he got it down to the 2. He was like 4 yards deep in the end zone.
That play was the nail in the coffin.
You got to go. You got to be right on that. So he's got to clean things up. But listen, the kid played great for his first start. And I tell you what, I don't think I'm ever taking him off the field again.
He's shown me more in one game getting the start than Devin Lloyd has shown me most of the time he's been here.
He was
with the
really
exception of Devin was really good his first couple of games. Remember his first couple of games, he's all over the place, making a bunch of defensive player of the week and all this stuff.
Yep.
Those couple games after that, Ventrell has shown me more than Devin has shown me in his time here.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's another observation, Grammage. Our running backs suck at blitz pickup. Yes. None of them block, even Etienne. Missing blocks, getting run over. Johnson got run over. Nobody can block the damn freaking blitzing linebacker.
Etienne's the worst one.
What's that?
He's probably the worst one.
Etienne's the worst. He totally missed on one. I mean, didn't even recognize the guy who was coming.
That shoulder injury they were monitoring, complete BS. Complete BS, in my opinion.
Well, he took a big shot on that block. That was one of the blocks he got run over.
He took a shot, but he also got run over.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
For him, if he's injured, if he was legitimately injured, and this is my opinion, I don't have insider sources on this, but this is just my opinion on it. Yep. Watching how the broadcast covered it and everything, showing him on the sideline. If he's actually hurt, and they're not, and they have to look at something. Yep. He's going to go back in the locker room, get an X-ray. He's going to be under the injury tent. He was sitting on the sideline, helmet in hand, not on. He was pissed. Yeah. Clearly, he was angry.
Well, I think maybe it's because he didn't pick up the block.
But I believe Doug, or maybe probably Doug, went up to him and said, "Sit down for a minute.
Yeah,
I'm taking you out for a couple series because we can't have that."
Okay, let's talk about real quick.
That's my opinion.
Running backs that don't see the field. What is the number one reason they don't see the field for the most part, especially if they're a high draft pick?
Pass pro.
They can't block. They can't pick up the blitz, and they're going to get the quarterback killed. And they're going to get the quarterback sacked. And if you can't do that, it's hard for you to be out there. Now, he ran great. He really did. So did Bigsby. I like the way they both run. We should have run it even more. Hindsight 2020. But I tell you what, you got to pick up that blitz. Too many. I'll go through it. Take the points. Take the points.
I agree.
Stupid student.
My generation is supposed to be the analytics generation, whatever.
Yeah.
I was screaming at the TV, take the points. Okay, take the points.
So for decades, forever, on the road, you take the points.
At home you go.
Yeah, depending on the momentum. But clearly, the momentum shifted.
But just like a general rule of thumb.
The momentum shifted.
It's similar to like overtime, going for it and all that stuff too. It's the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Another bad decision by Doug. Texans' last drive, why call the timeout? Put the pressure on them to call the timeout. You didn't have to call a timeout. They ran the ball, and what did you think? Like, you were just going to get the ball and go back, and you weren't doing that all game. Give yourself a chance to hold them to 3. You give them that timeout. They got all day to think, figure out the next play. There's no pressure on them whatsoever. Now, D'Amico ends up calling one at 30, but that clock could have been running. I don't know why you called timeout. I really don't. Not a total devastation move, but at the same time, you're not helping your team out.
Well, it was even, you go back to the timeout before, they had to burn another one because they couldn't get lined up and couldn't get the ball off in time.
Delay a game, right.
So that's what really screwed. If they had all 3, then I would have understood it because you can preserve all the clock.
Fair enough. I agree.
But because they pooped their pants on offense again and had to burn another timeout, now you're playing with one hand time.
All I'm saying is, look, the clock's running. They just ran a run.
I totally agree.
Why do you let them do it? Make them do it. And if they don't do it, then the pressure's on them to what? Either have a completed pass for a touchdown or an incomplete pass so the clock stops, right? Or they call timeout. Like, they got to figure it out. Why make it easier for them? So I didn't like that at all. I thought that was a pretty bad decision. All right, let's go through the play-by-play, and then we'll get through the stats, the team stats brought to you by Team Tommy Mac. Because I'm not going to go play-by-play, but I'll go by series because that's how I do it. And I'll mention what went on the first. Look, from a macro sense, we got lucky on the first one with Daniel Thomas making a heck of the returner, totally botching that ball. By the way, phenomenal, and I'll say it again, phenomenal play call on the touchdown. Nobody expected that pass to Brian Thomas Jr. They thought run. I thought it was a fantastic play call, fantastic execution. It's amazing when those two work together and how easy that score. Now, granted, you got them on their heels, so you should. But what do they expect? And they're expecting you're going to pound the ball, fake, Thomas from the other side, wide open, touchdown. Beautiful. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So we're up 7-0, feeling pretty good, even though we got lucky getting the ball down there. But whatever. Bad bounces happen. Luck happens. Got to take advantage. We took advantage. Texans get the ball back. 8. Okay, here's and I made a joke. It's probably a bad joke, but Lacey and Ledbetter sounds like a freaking mystery title of a TV show. Not the starting defensive tackles on my team. Why wouldn't you have Mason Smith in there at all times and make Derek Armstead play tackle? I'm sick and tired of this playing end. And by the way, can he sprint? Does he run full speed, or is that just how he looks running? He looks
slow.
like he's jogging to me.
He looks slow.
He looks like he's, long stride and taking his time. If he gets double teamed, he's not really doing much.
He looks clunky, man. When he moves in open space.
Well, the whole thing about him not wanting to play tackle is ridiculous. I don't get that.
You can't look that slow and then say, I want to play end.
I'd make him play tackle. Too bad. You're under contract. Then don't play. Whatever. We're not winning anyway. What's the difference? But Lazy and Ledbetter, they get pushed back 5 yards. A run by Akers. Nico Collins starts taking off. Misdirection. Run by Taylor. That was a good play. We had Roy Robertson, Harrison Hamilton on the tackle. Play action. Nico Collins for 19 yards. Darby had a terrible day. Granted, they had him doing man. They had him doing zone. He's all over the place. I tell you, can't play zone without pressure. Never happens. Akers run left. Moonman makes a nice play. Akers up the middle for 7. Then you got the trick play to Diggs for the touchdown. I mean, nothing, too crazy, but they went right down and scored. So they matched you. No problem. Our defense had been playing well, but, a couple plays here and there. You gave Stroud way too much time from time to time. You pressured him from time to time. He missed some throws when you pressured him. He made throws when you pressured him. He made some runs too. So that guy's a good quarterback. He is. And all you guys can cry all you want, but he's better than Trevor Lawrence, and he just is. He's got way more awareness than our quarterback. He doesn't get tunnel vision. He ain't perfect, but he played better than our guy did. And if you're a stat nerd out there, just go look at the stats, and it'll back it up. 7-7 after 2 drives, 1 for each team. Jags' second drive, okay? Bigsby up the middle, no gain. Etienne's out. Pass to Gabe was a nice throw. It was a quick throw. Throw to Kirk for 13. Trevor has time. Here we go. He audibles. Bigsby off the right side for 22. Great feet, great move. Remember, he made it a great gut on Stingley and took it outside. Quick throw to Strange for 10. Are we not cooking right now? Sounds to me like we're cooking a little bit. Penalty false start on Cleveland. Johnson up the middle. Cleveland misses his block. I don't know if Ezra had the best game yesterday. I don't think Scherf did either, for the record.
But they're normally so good.
Well, the first 3 games, they were good.
Yeah.
We weren't complaining about them.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's fair to say. 2nd and 14, throw to Brian Thomas Jr. He's wide open, plenty of time. That's that pure miss. You got to hit that one. You got to hit Kirk, too, later. I'll go through that, but you got to hit Brian Thomas Jr. He's wide open. By the way, can we all agree now, in between the numbers, Trevor's really good. Outside the numbers, he's iffy. Why?
It's normally the opposite for young QBs.
You would think, man, but those outside, especially the deep throws, he's hardly ever on target. But down the middle, in between the numbers, he seems like he hits them in stride almost every single time. I don't know why that is, but you got to hit that. He was wide open. Pass to Strange. It was only a 5-yard gain. I thought he had Kirk on a 7 behind him, but guess what? Johnson, the running back, misses the blitz pickup. Number 39, Deontoyo or whatever the heck his name is. You got to pick up the blitz. You have to. You can't expect your quarterback to do anything if he's got a linebacker ready to smack the crap out of him. Anyway, we get a field goal. We're up 10-7. Nothing wrong with that. On the road, Texans' second drive. Great series by our D, right? Play action throw to Diggs, Darby, off in coverage. Oh, by the way, Mason Smith blatantly held on that one. How did they not call that? Did you remember that play? He got up the field. The guy's literally like, it was only for a split second, but he totally turned him.
What's crazy
that was crap.
It felt like the Texans had about 100 holding calls, and it felt like 50 more got missed.
Yeah.
I mean, they held every single. It's very rare that I see holding, and I know it's my team, but it's very rare to see that many holding calls and be like, they show the replay every single one. I'm like, that's justified.
Totally holding. Let's see. Run by Taylor, number 26, short gain, Ventrell Miller. Swing to Nico Collins. Buster makes a good play. Hamilton gets some push. Late pressure by Josh Hines-Allen. Incomplete to Schultz. They punt. Great series by the defense. Jags' third drive. First quarter continued. Throw to BTJ down the sideline. Incomplete. Plenty of time. Appears to be a back shoulder, but it doesn't look like they're on the same page. That was kind of odd. ETN left tackle. That was that nice run, but he got drilled. Remember that? He spun around. Gotcha. I mean, I laugh because I love those.
He gets drilled a lot.
He is. He's a tough kid, though.
Oh, he's super tough.
Yeah, he's
super tough.
I do like Travis Etienne. I think he's a good player. All right, 3rd and 4, second quarter. Jags' third drive continued. This is where Trevor has time. There's late pressure. He does that spitting thing. Now everyone's going to try to stop that. Almost gets a safety, but throws it away at the last minute. What the hell he's doing there? I thought he had time with Brian Thomas Jr. was on a dig route. He just didn't pull the trigger. And then he did the spin, and then it was over after that. Then we got a punt. All right, Texans' third drive. Sezzy, great rush. He had he pulled the was it a towel or the T-shirt of Stroud? He almost had him. It was a great, I want to see more of him. I think number 90 deserves to be out there a little bit more. I mean, that was a great rush. Ledbetter got the sack, but he didn't cause the sack. That was all Sezzy. Not that high on Ledbetter. I don't know. I'm not high on Lacey either. Hamilton made a couple plays. I got him in my notes. He did a couple things.
You know how I feel about Tyler Lacey. I don't even know if he deserves a roster spot.
No, I agree.
He's terrible. He doesn't do anything.
Why isn't Jefferson getting any run? Is he hurt, or they just keep him on practice squad, or inactive, or what?
I have no idea what's going on. I haven't heard his name one time either.
If you're not going to play him, put him on practice squad, but you won't because somebody will grab him.
Well, why'd you draft him?
Right.
This drives me crazy. You're going to sit there and play Tyler Lacey all the time. You could have drafted a guard. You could have drafted another tackle.
Mason Smith. I'm telling you, Mason Smith may be raw, but he's a problem. He's a problem for guards to block one-on-one.
He almost won the game with like the second to last play of the game.
Yeah. Yeah,
he almost forced the fumble.
You're right.
I knew you were going through it. I didn't mean to break you up. Sorry,
no, you're right. You're right, because he had to readjust his hold of the ball. Okay, so that was Ledbetter gets a sack. False start. Mason on a Sezzy. He was scared. Pass to Stover, wide open, number 87 on 2nd and 16 for 27 yards. Shouldn't have been open. I think the backers, Muma and Ventrell, a couple in the passing downs, they need a little more experience. That's all, just to recognize. Let's see. Play action, pass to Woods. Ventrell Miller makes a play. all day long to throw. Run to Akers, 2 yards. Hamilton, nice hit. Run to Akers, 2 yards on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go. That's Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker. 3rd and 8, Stroud up the middle to Dare. Movement Jones on a tackle. There's pressure by Josh Hines-Allen. 1st and 10 now. Throw to Diggs. Movement Jones on a tackle, but for 20 yards. Oh, that was that fake bubble screen that fooled Jarian Jones to Diggs. He faked like he was going to go block him, then he went. Jari needs to get better on his keys, man. He was out of position a couple of times yesterday. We got to make sure he knows exactly what he's doing. Throw to Collins, incomplete. Buster Brown had a good game yesterday.
I'm ready to. He's good.
He should be my guy.
I'm ready to say that he's just good.
I agree.
Like we always say, we're always shocked that he plays well. He plays well every week.
He does.
He's just a good player.
I like him a lot. I agree with that. I agree. 2nd and 10, toss to Akers, tackle for loss. Ventrell Miller, another great play. 3rd and 12, all day long. Trayvon had late pressure. Defensive holding on Antonio Johnson on that one. Tugged him a little bit. I don't think it was that blatant, was it?
Ticky-tack called him, in my opinion. I didn't
There was
love
a couple ticky-tacks. There was. I'm glad they didn't call that hit on Johnson. That was a great hit on who did he hit? The wide receiver.
Yeah, that was it.
Drilled him.
I think it was on Nico Collins.
It was Nico.
I think so.
Man, he's a good player.
He is, but great hit. I agree. Clean, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
They didn't have Dell yesterday. Mixon. Now we didn't have some guys too, but thank goodness for that, I guess. All right, throw to Collins. I saw that. All right, toss to Ventrell Miller all day, late pressure, defensive holding. Then we got 1st and goal. Throw to Collins, incomplete. Houston eligible downfield. How many times did they have that happen? I wonder what it's like when DeMeco Ryans yells, because he don't look like he yells at all, man. His demeanor is so, quiet, but he gets them playing. All right, 1st and goal. Texans' 3rd drive, 2nd quarter continued. Run left tackle, Taylor for 8 yards. Bad read by Von Miller and movement. That's right. They did read bad there.
I wish it was Von Miller.
I'm sorry. I keep saying Von because I got V. Miller. Ventrell Miller. I do. I have V. Miller. I keep saying Von.
Von Miller would be awesome now.
That would be. So Josh Hines-Allen, he spills it, means he throws his outside shoulder in to make it bounce, and Ventrell's supposed to be there. He's not there. It was a bad read. 2nd and goal. Backers were bad on that one. That was Taylor on the left side. 3rd and goal. Stroud throw to Collins again. That was that slant. The backers got to help. That was Ventrell Miller to that side. He's got to help on that. All right, Texas up 14-10. No problem. Still in it. Still within striking distance. Jags 4th drive. Toss to ETN, right tackle, 4 yards. Trev to BTJ for 16. Nice throw and route. 1st and 10. Screen to ETN. Pretty clever the way they did it. 10 yards. He had a nice setup. He set it up nice. 1st and 10. Throw to Kirk for 6. Trevor was pressured. Throw to Strange. He has to dive for it. Look, if you got to dive on an out route, when you're open, it means the ball's off. You shouldn't have to dive for a 5-yard out. A little off. He's a little off. He is. Even on his completions, he's a little off, but whatever. He made the catch. Plenty of time. 3rd and 1, fake the run, then throw to ETN. And that was bad. Yeah, he did get pressured. Misdirection. Danielle Hunter on the pressure. ETN on the flat. Just a little bit over. I mean, you got to hit that, though. Those are the plays you have to make.
If you were talking about the big throws, if you hit that one, they probably win the game.
Maybe right.
Because that was late in the game. You bleed a lot
No,
more
that was
clock.
early. We're still in 2nd quarter.
That was 2nd quarter?
Yeah.
Oh, my timeline's off.
Oh, that's
then.
okay.
Never mind.
He just missed he missed it. Timing was off. He hurried the throw because pressure was coming. Let me ask you this. You think Trevor's at the point now where he's rushing throws because he doesn't want to get hit?
Yes. He's been that way since the Browns game. And he was that way at the end of last year as well.
You know what that means? That means that he's seeing ghosts.
Yes, correct.
Feeling pressure.
Yep. I mean, you saw the spin move against the Bills.
The spin move yesterday was awful.
It was.
Both of them.
This one, the Bills one, he thought ETN was a Bills defender. Travis Etienne came in, and he was trying to help block. He saw him out of the corner of his eye, and he thought it was Von Miller or someone coming to clean him up again.
Well, that's when Etienne missed the block. That's when he was late to the block, and then he spins out, and the guy gets him anyway. Go watch him. He should have had Etienne kind of went to the right and then tried to get back to the left to help out, but it was too late.
But either way, I 100% agree with you. Yes.
Hit the ball. Hit him.
He's got happy feet.
You got to hit those throws. Just like last week, he got knocked off his route. Shut up. He's wide open. Make the throw. You got a chance. All right. Anyway, we 4th and 1. Go for the field goal, 52-yard field goal. To be honest with you, I thought that's when we'd go for it. But Cam Little makes a kick, so that's a good one. 14-13 Texans. Texans' 4th drive. Toss to Akers. Cuts back. Ventrell Miller, great play. Toss to Akers' left side. There's a penalty holding. Houston, of course. Akers' left side run for 9 yards. 3rd and 7. Stroud pressured. Josh Hines-Allen escapes pocket, throws to Collins. 1st and 10. Stroud pressured again. Throw to Diggs. Penalty. Houston holding. 1st and 15. Stroud pressured again. Houston penalty. Illegal. Ineligible downfield. Throw to Diggs across the body, but it came back. 1st and 20. Quick throw to Collins for the first down. Great hit by Daniel Thomas, but it was a first down. 2nd and 6. Throw to Diggs on a slant. Darby. It was a first down. Stroud pressured again. He throws it away. 2nd and 10. Great rush by Josh Hines-Allen. Throw to Schultz. Jones lost in coverage again. That was a big gain to Schultz. Yeah. He's just a little off, man. He just needs more experience. He's got to be better. He can't have these big games. That was a big gain for them. 1st and 10. High throw to Nico Collins. Stroud misses that. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Right before the half, they go for the field goal. Texans up 17-13 and a half. How about this? Total yards for the offense. Houston, 261 at half. Jags, 120. Take it as it is. All right, second half, third quarter, Houston's 5th drive. By the way, we start doing some 3-and-outs here. I don't know if you noticed that. Beginning of third quarter, 3-and-out in the first drive. There's a run to Taylor, 4 yards, incomplete to Diggs. Buster Brown, great hit, incomplete to Schultz on 3rd and 6. Great pressure by Josh Hines-Allen off the field. Jags get the ball. Penalty, Houston offsides. Nice throw to Kirk for 22. A great call and plenty of time. It was a great call, plenty of time. 1st and 10, deep throw to Kirk. That's the other one he misses. That's 3 at least we're talking about. You got to hit him. He's open. You have time. Well, everyone misses. Yeah, but they make more. Well, Josh Allen threw 17 picks last year, Tom. Yeah, he threw for 35 touchdowns. What? What did we throw for? 20? Anyway, I'm not going to raise my voice. Not going to get my voice. So he's got to hit that. Incomplete out throw to Gabe. High and outside. Plenty of time. 3rd and 10. Great throw to Brian Thomas Jr. Big down the middle play. The penalty. Is this what is that, a long rifle? Huh? Are we talking, is he shooting a musket, the NFL? Does that bother you?
Nico Collins did the exact same celebration, didn't get flagged.
How stupid is that? You can't, it would be, Uzi, maybe. A long rifle? He's shooting a deer. You really care? So dumb. So dumb. Anyway, he didn't do that again. Continued. 1st and 10, Bigsby run for no gain. Quick throw to Farrell on the Y stick. Luke, they're not going to throw you the ball if you don't catch it. And then the sack by number 23, I don't have his name, loss of 14. That's where ETN misses the block. He's blitzing. You got to pick it up. 3-and-out, done. Punt. After, well, it wasn't 3-and-out, but we had the punt after we go 3-and-out. So offense did no favors. Give the ball back to Houston. Guess what the defense does, though, again? 3-and-out. Toss to Akers, left side. Great hit by Miller. Muma got killed on his block. He tried, but the guy totally shellacked him. Stroud throw to Diggs. Great play by Buster. Stroud heavily pressured. Great call. There's a blitz on that one. He almost made that throw. That was when he was rushing outside, and he threw it to Diggs, and Diggs had the one hand. He almost had it. But then we 3-and-out again. Punt. Jags drive. Here we go. ETN off tackle. 12 yards. By the way, I know at times you got to go up the middle, but what's the most effective run on this TAM team, especially with ETN Off tackle, off tackle, off tackle. Couple trap plays work too. Most of it's working off tackle. Keep it up. Draw ETN up the middle for 3. Great throw to Brian Thomas Jr., 34 yards with a great catch. 1st and 10. End around Brian Thomas Jr. Bad play calling? I don't think so. 13 yards. Got to get him the ball more. ETN off left tackle for 6. ETN outside left for 0. I'd love to see a play action pass there. Think they were ready for that one. But then next play, 3rd and 4. Great throw to Kirk. Touchdown. Jags up 2017. I mean, they're not playing bad. They're not playing bad. I mean, they're hanging in there. Not everything's great.
They're winning. They're winning.
They're winning. Right, they're winning. Now, could it have been 27-17?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. We'd like that better. But you're still winning. All right. So now it's the Houston's turn. Their 7th drive. This is a long one. A long drive, but we hold them. Turnover on down. Let's go through it. 1st and 10. Play action pass to Nico Collins for 11. Buster on the coverage. Run up the middle. No gain. Johnson and Miller came up big. That's when Josh Hines Allen took a shot to the face. Did he not? By the way, side note, great show Saturday night at the local. Absolutely packed. The dad bods totally crushed it. I'm putting away the gear. My buddy's got a pickup. You know those sliding things that cover? I go in to push, and I push too far. Crack my nose right on the dang thing. I didn't break it. But and if somebody saw me, I just kind of was like, I looked down, I was like, I wanted to punch that thing so hard. It's not, wasn't mine. It probably hurt my hand. But nonetheless, he took a shot to the face. He came back in, and then they made him go back out. So probably saw it on the video. But that was a big hit. Play action, 2nd and 10. Pressure from us, incomplete. Quick screen of Nico Collins on 7th down. 3 and out again. There we go. Okay, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Houston 7th drive, 3 and out again. Perfect. We get the ball back. We have a good, I put in there, like Strange a lot. I like the way that kid plays. He's a monster when he blocks. All right, 1st and 10, Jags 7th drive, 3rd quarter continued. We're up 20-17. Play action rollout. Trevor takes off for 6 yards. Run up middle. ETN 13 yards with great blocking. ETN left tackle, no gain. He's 8 of 44 at the time. Quick throw to Thomas, right side. Good play. 3rd and 3. Bigsby at the middle for that huge gain, 58-yard gain. Way to go, Tank. Man, home run hitting, baby. I love it. Then it gets bad. So, 1st and goal. They run Bigsby after that big run. Now, the announcers are sitting there going, they're trying to reward him. The kid's gassed. He's got to be gassed. So you know what was open? RPO. If Trevor kept it.
I saw that too.
Green. Nobody's there.
I don't
know if they call it RPO. I'm sorry. I don't know if they called the RPO at the time. I hope they would because, man, he's a weapon. He can run. All he had to do was pull that, go, it's touchdown. I'm telling you right now, go watch the tape. It was, he should have pulled it.
For them to give the ball right back to Tank Bigsby after he just ran for 58 yards, that's arguably the dumbest thing Doug has done since he's been there, or press, or whoever called the play.
Yep.
I guess press.
Yep.
I mean, that's unbelievably stupid.
Yep.
What?
Well, then they did it again on 2nd down. Yeah. And they got stuffed again. What are you thinking there? Now, that's bad play calling. I'll give you that.
That was horrendous.
Terrible play call. So, how about a little RPO action? Give Trevor a chance. How about a little play action like we had earlier? You know, go the other way. What do great teams do? Oh, it worked that way? You know what? Later in the game, we'll throw the same formation but on the other side and work it the other way. Guess what? It'll be open. No, none of that. Get stuff on 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal. Now, I don't really like to, how do I say this? Well, I shouldn't say it because it hit Gabe right in the face. He's got to make the catch. I'd have liked to have seen Trev buy a little bit more time. He had time to maybe roll out, see what's up. I mean, the guy was covered, but he does hit him right here. I mean, he does. I can't give him too much grief for that. I would like to see him, extend it, see if anything breaks down. You know, it's hard to cover guys for too long. Nonetheless, it was a good throw. I can't say it wasn't. That was 3rd and goal. Then the Then it's, the fourth quarter. And let's get to the 4th and goal call. We talked about it earlier. You're up 20-17. Beginning of the fourth quarter. Your defense is getting 3 and outs. Like I said earlier in the show, I know what the argument is. Well, if we don't get it, our defense is playing good. We should be good. Well, I'd like that same mentality with we're up by 6. Let's kick off to them. Our defense is playing good. To me, it's stupid.
Totally agree.
Doug,
100%.
Again, this is the bravado. It's false bravado when you don't make it. And then the call. Okay. I don't think I'd call that. I know I wouldn't. I would have done a little run-pass option for Trev. You know what I mean? Roll him out a little. They do it with Stroud. I don't know why we don't do it with him. We need to do more of that. So, Sheriff gets beat. Cleveland and Fadakasi, now they banging. Fadakasi's kind of underneath them, but Cleveland, they're kind of in a stalemate, if you will. Sheriff gets beat. Morse doesn't help either one of the guards. It just goes to the backer. Trev doesn't sell. I mean, literally, watch it. He does like a half step, and then maybe he panicked. Maybe he saw something quick, so whatever. But all he does is, it felt like he almost kind of closed his eyes and just went forward. And if he just saw to the left, just a quick cut, because the backer moved over, Cam had squeezed his guy out. Now, granted, I will say this. Even if he makes the cut, Fadakasi could have gotten off the block and maybe make the tackle. But it ain't hitting him in the shoulders. He's hitting him in the waist, which means what? Maybe he gets over with the extension of the ball. You got to give yourself a play. I don't like the call overall, but I do like the call that if it was executed the way it's supposed to, it's a great call, and nobody be bitching. I think that one you could probably equal blame. Bad call, bad execution. Sucks. So I will put that on both. I'll put it on Press for doing that. I'll definitely put it on Doug. It's his fault for not taking the points. And I will put it on Trevor for having a bad play. So there you go with that. That was a big one. However, ladies and gentlemen, we're still up 20-17 with a whole quarter left. However, momentum has swung, and it's on the side of the Texans. There you go. You got to get out of here. You out of here? All right. We're good. Oh, I'm going to keep going, yeah, for sure. Graham, you just got to do something. All right, so here we go. Texans' 8th drive. They get the ball back. We are up 20-17. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. D should be rested. 1-3 and out, so they had time to rest. Stroud rolls out to his right. Hits Nico Collins 15 yards. So, why is that play call good? It gets him out of the pocket. He's not just standing there like a sitting duck like we saw with Trevor a couple weeks ago against Cleveland with that safety. Roll him out, give him a chance. He either runs, he throws. He throws, gets 15 yards. 1st and 10, quick pass to Diggs, 10 yards, over the middle. We're playing off coverage. You can't play off coverage without pressure. You just can't. And you shouldn't play off coverage anyway. Those guys are way too freaking deep. Unbelievable. 1st and 10, run by Akers, cuts it back, no one there. Cisco misses tackle. 1st and 10, run by Akers. Ventrell Miller, great play. Penalty holding Houston. 1st and 20, screen to Taylor, incomplete. That was a bad throw. We were lucky. It was a bad throw by Stroud. 2nd and 20, throw to Diggs. Penalty Houston, illegal shift. That was a complete pass, but comes back. 2nd and 25. 2nd and 25. It's a quick screen to Mechie. Armstead hustled a bit. Now it's 3rd and 18. Off coverage all day long. Muma's going, I don't know where the hell he's going. He's out of position and ran the bad, read a bad key. Ventrell Miller's not out there, which he should never be out there, or never should not be out there, especially at a critical time. You need that speed. He's got all day long to throw. Dumps it off to Dare. Dare, former Jaguar, goes 34 yards for first down. 3rd and 18. Can't make a tackle. They had him for a tackle. It might have been short about 3-4 yards, and maybe they go for it on 4th down. Probably do, but anyway, terrible. And the guys are so damn deep. Now it's 18, 3rd and 18. You are going to take a deeper drop, but you're not going to be like to the moon. You can't get back in time. And Muma, man, I'd love to be in the room with that one. What the hell are you doing? Little things, keys. Know what the fuck you doing? Sorry, bad language. All right, 1st and 10, end of round. Great play by Ventrell Miller. That guy played the game the right way yesterday. 2nd and 10, Stroud all day long. Scrambles, holding on Houston. Maybe why he's all day long to throw. 2nd and 20, he's pressured. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 20, Stroud sacked. Roy Robinson Harris, great play by the defense. Great play by Roy. Force him to punt. I mean, you're right there. You're up 20-17. Defense comes up big. There's about 7 minutes left in the game. Jags get the ball back. ETN, 3 yards left tackle. Penalty, Houston holding. 1st and 10, ETN, left tackle, no yards. Didn't like that call. Went back to the well, too much. Throw to Brian Thomas Jr., good throw for 10 yards. Johnson up the middle, loss of 1. That was brutal. Lawrence pressure, does the whirly bird. He underthrows it to Kirk. Yeah. He's trying to make a play, but he didn't get it out there enough. And he's pressured. He's just trying to survive, really, I guess. 3rd and 11, timeout to save the delay of game. Awful. Here we go again with that crap. 3rd and 11, throw to BTJ. Bad throw, he's covered, and Kirk was open underneath, and he was. 4th and 11, we punt. So defense does their job, gets a big sack. Good job, Roy. Played good yesterday, my man. And then we do nothing. We punt it and give it back. I don't think that's play calling. Only one I didn't like. The delay of game sucked. There was a bad throw to Brian Thomas Jr. on 3rd and 11. And I thought the left tackle again for 0 yards. Like, let's do some play action there, right? Excuse me. Mix it up. All right, we punt. 4th quarter continued. 5:34 to go. They're on their own 13. Texas 9th drive. There was a flag on the punt. Unnecessary run. That punk on the sideline. What a bitch. Anyway, 1st and 10. Run up middle. Akers gets 8. 2nd and 2. All day long. Stroud takes off. Gets a first down. Armstead on the tackle. 1st and 10. Pass to Schultz. Wide stick. Moom coverage. 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. Akers run. Very nice play. Good hit. Holding Houston. 2nd and 15. All day long. Great hit by Antonio Johnson. That was the one they thought they were going to penalize, but they didn't. 3rd and 15. Stroud all day long. High miss throw to Nico Collins. See, it does happen. Buster on coverage. We force them to punt. Gosh dang, we're right there. We get the ball back. 3:51 to go, and this is where I'm going to rip the play calling and Press Taylor because it was absolutely terrible, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the 1st and 10 run left tackle, Morse gets beat, not Press's fault. 2nd and 9 goes to pass. Now, this is what I don't like about the call. A, incomplete. We know that the clock stops. B, there's 3 minutes to go. You should be running or easier throw or an easier play. It's a 2-man route. That's it. Brian Thomas went out on the top. Gabe went out on the bottom. I thought it took too long. And then Petrie makes a great play. I don't think it was a bad throw. I mean, could have been a little higher, maybe, but the guy made a good play. So you got to chalk it up. Sometimes they make a good play. Sometimes we make a good play. But that was a bad call. I don't like the routes. Where's the crossing? Where's the misdirection? Where's the confusion? 2-man routes don't confuse anybody. And they're on the opposite side of the formation. What are you doing? Terrible. Then 3rd and 9, pass to Kirk over the middle. Make a play. They make a play. We got to punt. 3 and out when you need to run the clock. Terrible play calling. No question about it. And, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 9. I can't defend that. Bad play calling. And they had good coverage. So what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. Get Ingram back in the game, maybe. Texans' 10th drive. 2:54 to go on their own 31. 1st and 10. Stroud scrambles. First down. Illegal contact. Declined the penalty. That was on us. They declined. 1st and 10. Big throw to Nico Collins. All day long. Too far off coverage for 26 yards. That is bad defense. Bad defensive play call. Gosh, darn it. Holding back. It reminds me of the New England championship game. Niles Jack went down. But guess what? It's 3rd and 18, and we're playing prevent. And Brady rips us a new one. Put the heat on him. Put the heat on him. Put the heat on him. All day long again. 1st and 10. Throw to Dare, 33. 6 yards. All day long to throw. 2nd and 4. 1:55 to go. On 21-yard line. Pass to Collins. All day long. Darby on the coverage. Beat again. 1st and 10. Dare run up the middle. 6 yards. Doug calls timeout. There's 1:32 on the clock. Why call timeout? Why call timeout? Let the pressure be on them. They're the ones that got to score the points. You don't. You're not going to let them score the touchdown. You weren't going to go down and score. Just terrible, man. Just terrible. Calls timeout. Gives them a chance. I'd run that clock and let them call the timeout. But he didn't. All right, 3rd and 3 all day long. Throw to Schultz. Ventrell Miller, you're too far off in coverage. When you're down in coverage in the red zone, especially in the end zone, you don't get deep. You stay shallow. You should never get deeper than the actual end or the end zone line. Maybe a little bit. He was too far off. He tried to make the hit. If he hits him right there and tackles him down, okay, but he doesn't. Guy breaks the tackle. He doesn't wrap up. They make the play. We don't. All day long to throw. 1st and goal. Clock running. Stroud scrambles to the 2-yard line. Gosh, so freaking aggravating. Timeout by Houston. 2nd and goal. Okay. 22 seconds to go. 2nd and goal. Game on the line. And your defense ain't ready. They weren't ready. They were not ready for the step. Nobody took the back. Even if you're in zone, somebody should be out there. Somebody has the flat. If you're in man, somebody's got the man. You got to go to your man. Terrible. Texas touchdown, 24-20. Pretty much game over. So what can you chalk it up at? There's no one. Listen, you can say Trevor, and I agree. I'm not going to say, he doesn't. If he makes one of those throws, it's a different game. Maybe. I don't know. They made the plays when they had to. We didn't. 0-4, man. This is absolutely putrid. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. And we got Tom Coughlin being inducted into the Ring of Honor this weekend, and our team's 0-4. At least we're going to have a good time remembering how good we were. Carpet Man Florin, baby. I'm going to get into Team Tommy Mac in a minute. Shad Khan saying this is the best team that's ever been assembled. Come on, man. Maybe since you've been the owner. Nowhere near what we had. We had a bunch of dogs, bunch of animals. We'd fight you off the field. We'd fight you on the field. We'd kick your ass anywhere we had to. Sorry, bad language again. Tom Coughlin. Yeah, I know. Too hard on us. Whatever. Perfect for the job. Perfect coach in my book. Accountability, tough love. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Doug Soft. It's just his approach, Bad play calling. Bad decision by the coach. Bad plays by the QB. Some bad plays by the D. Bad play calling by the defensive coordinator. I mean, it's a collective bunch of crap. And the most frustrating thing is it's not talent. Now, maybe using the talent, yeah. Maybe. I could give you that. I don't know, man. I don't know. 0-4. What do you do? What do you do? Well, you got to beat Indy, although they just beat a good Pittsburgh team. Flacco. Joe Flacco will rip us a new one. He will. If we don't get pressure on him, we are toast. And, again, hey, we're going to celebrate the old guys. We're going to celebrate 96 through 99. We're going to celebrate 04, 07. We're going to celebrate 17. So we're going to celebrate successful years. I don't know, man. All right. It's just so damn aggravating. And I tell you, again, I'm sitting there with my wife had a beautiful birthday. We had a great time at our friend's house down by the pool and the Intercoastal. We're having a great time. And after the game, I just had this big sigh, and I'm like, here we go again. Another week of negativity. Another week of having to go through this shit because, our players aren't making the plays. Our coaches ain't doing it right. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? Who are you going to fire? You going to fire Doug? Then who takes over? Mike McCoy? Okay, you know nothing about Mike McCoy, but other than he used to be a head coach. Seems like a nice guy. I don't know anything about him, but is that what you're going to do? Huh? And what would Mike McCoy do? Would he keep Press? What if they fire Doug and Mike McCoy says Press is my offensive coordinator? You going to freak out? I mean, what do you do? I don't think you do anything yet. But and look, the window's open. And by the way, if we're going to, and it's rightfully so, if we're going to be nitpicky on Trevor, and rightfully so, I'm going to be nitpicky on Josh Hines-Allen. Great that you could get to Stroud, Josh, but we paid you $31 million a year to take him down, my man. Well, I almost got there. No, I almost don't mean crap in the game of football. So where are you? And where's Trayvon yesterday? Eric Armstead, another guy. What a waste of money he's been. Sorry. It's true. Well, why you even brought him here? He had one sack. He did hustle a couple times, but I swear, half the time he looks like he's running slow motion. Accountability and tough love, to me, is the only way to go. So hopefully they can get it done. All right, let's do the team stats. We'll wrap this baby up, all right? Here on a Monday. I shouldn't have put my notes away because I got the team stats right here. They're not good. Brought to you by my friends, Team Tommy Mac. Check them out at TommyMac.net, please. Check them out through social media. I always tag them in my posts, every single one of them. I got 11 now. Chris Lucero's Bail Bonds, Carpet Man Flooring, J-Dog Junk Removal, Fields Auto, Code Ninjas, Family Tradition Specialty Foods, Freedom Finance, Salt Air Inn and Suites, Newmark Phoenix Realty Group, Azar Sausage, Michael Nichols' State Farm Agency, 1010XL. They're all part of the family. We hold each other accountable. I hope our team does. Accountability is a bitch, isn't it? It sure is. All right, let's go through it. Team stats. Once again, we know the score already. Yards per carry, we are at 6.6. Of course, helped out by Bigsby. But ETN had a good day. And so did Tank. Great job running the ball. We held them to 3.9 yards a carry. Great job by our defense. Great job. 26 of 101. Granted, they didn't have their two stud running backs. Whatever. You play who you play. Cam Akers is a fine back. He's not Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon would have pounded it more. Maybe we'd have trouble. Maybe not. Yards per attempt plus completion percentage. Stroud Jr., 8 yards per attempt. 68% completion percentage. The generational one, 4.6 yards per attempt, 55% completion percentage. Generational, to put that in quotes. Hey, he didn't call himself that, but everybody else did. Shame on you. Third down, Jags, 4 of 12, 33%. Terrible. Texans, 7 of 13, better than 50%. Terrible for our defense. You can't win like that. Fourth down, 0 for 1. They didn't go for any. They had 2 sacks. We had 1. They had a fumble. We got that one, Daniel Thomas. 4.6 yards per attempt. 55% completion. It's not all Trevor's fault. You apologists are funny, man. Some of you babies. You must be family members or something. I get it. I'd be upset too, man. I don't want people ripping on my boy, my friend, my brother, my cousin, whatever, husband, whatever. I get it, but I'm sorry. You're the starting quarterback. You're the franchise quarterback. You got that new contract headed your way. You got a big signing bonus to do it. You're the number one pick overall. They've been hyping you up since day one. You got to play better. So do all of them, but the quarterback is supposed to carry a team. He doesn't carry the team. Make some great throws. Here's an idea. Throw it between the numbers. That's it. On occasion, on the outside, other than that, throw between the numbers. You got a chance. Get Ingram back, please. Kirk had a good game. Good job, Kirk. Brian Thomas Jr., total stud. We need more of him. Gabe's fine, but you got to make the catch in the end zone. Last week, Kirk dropped one hit in the face, or 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, Gabe Davis hit in the face. Is the ball coming in too hard? And if it is, too freaking bad. Catch it. It's your job. Brought you here to make big plays. Pay Kirk big money, make big plays. And I like Kirk, and he's made big plays. You got to make all of them. Hits you in the face. Make the damn play. Ventrell Miller, nice job. You're my starting Mike backer. I would even move Foye to Will, and I would have you as my dime backer. I would. Too much speed and athletic ability to not be out there. All right, let's see. We've got the Horse's Mouth this Thursday. We'll be filming Wednesday night, filming another edition of Riding Shotgun with Tommy Mack. And I'll tell you who that guest is a little bit later on, but it's a top 25 Jag. I'll give you that. Jaguars today on Friday from 10 to 12 noon. Looking forward to that. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to be on. What am I thinking? Tomorrow, Fat Tony asked me to fill in for Dempsey and Loggeman, so I will be on Jaguars today, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Looking forward to that. And Friday, of course, 10 a.m. And then I'll do the podcast at 1, and we'll roll into the weekend. And we'll roll into alumni weekend because I'm going to party down and have a good time. That's for damn sure. Dad Bod's not off. I do want to thank everybody for showing up at the gig. It was a fun time. Great gig. November 9th, we're at Beach Bowl in Jax Beach. Hope you can join us. All right. That'll do it for me. Y'all have a great day out there. Be safe. Stay cool. Be cool. Stay safe. Jags, lick your wounds. Get in the gym. Get in the study room. Get in the practice field. Do whatever it takes. Got to get off this slide. The schneid, as they say. 0-4. Who would have thunk it? Not many. Not many. The only thing you can do now is to turn it around and get her done, as we say down here in Jacksonville. That'll do it. You guys be cool, and we'll see you next time right here on Catching Up with Tommy Mack. Peace.